Welcome to Silliman University.
What's up, Silliman?
Whether you may be in Luzon, Visayas, or Mindanao,
Thank you for choosing Silliman University.
good day, parents and guardians. Welcome to Silliman University's Senior High School's online orientation.
To formally start our orientation, let us feel the presence of the Lord for the invocation, to be led by Mr. Joshua Despi, Ms. Gail Erno, Ms. Michaela C. Be followed by the national anthem.
And watch us where we go, and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe.
Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia e speranza. Ognuno diamo il suo giro, simbolo di pace, di fraternità. La forza da trovare
Ways that life be kind,
il desiderio te.
watch us from above.
Ognuno troviamo
Reach so we'll find
con noi dentro sé.
another soul to love.
Let this be our prayer,
Let this be our prayer.
just like every child.
Just like every child. Need to find a place, guide us with your grace.
Give us faith so we'll be safe.
Hello, everybody. I'm Enrica Dinopol, and I am joined today with my fellow co-host, Edison Tabel, for today's orientation.
And now to start the program, let's hear a few words from the Associate Dean of the College of Education, Dr. Gina F. Bonior, for her welcoming address.
Welcome to the School of Basic Education. We would specifically like to thank our parents for entrusting to us the education of their children, especially in these unprecedentedly challenging times. We would like to thank parents of the School of Basic Education, particularly the Early Childhood School, our elementary school, junior high school, and senior high school. You have our commitment that our teachers are doing their best in setting up our virtual classrooms and preparing materials and modules that are useful for our children so that their learning will continue even in these difficult times. God bless you and welcome to Silliman University.
Thank you for that very inspirational speech, Dr. Bonior.
Now, to proceed to the orientation, let us all welcome our senior high school principal, Assistant Professor Kemmons S. Kilat.
Hello. Mayong buntag, mayong udto, mayong gabi. Good day, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well amid this scary COVID-19. To our dear parents, we thank you for entrusting the senior high education of your child with Silliman University. Thank you. To our dear new students, welcome to Silliman University, the campus by the sea. Although we can only imagine for now the very beautiful view of Silliman University campus because of this pandemic. Welcome everyone to this year's senior high school orientation. Just a heads up, we will have to adjust for the so-called new normal, praying to be a better normal. Starting with our school calendar, we start classes for the first semester on August 24 to end on December. Second semester will be January to May 2021. Note that our SIM break will also be our Christmas break. At the same time, our enrollment for the second semester, better normal. Again, welcome to our orientation. Here we have our social media and our contact in case you need to contact our office, the senior high school office. And of course, our website for online registration and reservation. So, this school year, hopefully the better normal, Silliman University will be delivering online delivery learning. The official platform for Silliman is called MySoul. Soul meaning Silliman Online University Learning. This is an online learning management system powered by Blackboard. The delivery is purely online, but we call it hybrid because delivery could be synchronous or asynchronous. Synchronous delivery means real-time, live delivery of lessons through Big Blue Button, Zoom, Google Meet, or other appropriate applications. While asynchronous, this is not live. Lessons can be done offline, where learning materials are available in the platform for the students to download, read, watch, and interact. Class schedule is the same. It's still 1.5 hours per day per subject, and that's 2 times per week. But we have new days, school days. Before we have Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Wednesdays, Fridays. This time around for this better normal, we have Mondays and Thursdays, and Tuesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays and Saturdays are reserved for other activities. So, considering internet connections and the learning environment of the students at home, classes in this better normal are not always synchronous, not always live. There will be more asynchronous classes for some subjects. With this online delivery of lessons and considering the schedule, we are actually training our students to learn independently, as they will do some of the activities on their own, at their own pace, whether online or offline. This is why they need to learn to do things routinely, like normal classes, so that they will not be overwhelmed by the activities per subject. So, our expectations for the parents, one, to give our learners a quiet learning space, preferably not the bedroom. Why? Because parents should monitor learners' scheduled activities from time to time, meaning they can observe their students or their kids, your kids, to be up every morning as required. So that's why it's preferably not the bedroom. Otherwise, you will not know whether the students are learning or asleep. And three, to see to it that learners are routinely doing classes online or offline on the scheduled time slot. Again, let me remind you that our schedule is the same before COVID situation. So we have Mondays, Thursdays, regular schedule, and then Tuesdays and Fridays, regular schedule, 7 a.m. to 11:30 in the morning, and then 1 p.m. to 5:30 in the afternoon. Our students' expectations for you, one, of course, is to attend online classes regularly during the scheduled time slot allotted for a given subject. For offline classes, activities, students are advised to check in online as teachers are standing by for your queries. We'll talk about that later. And two, of course, students should comply with all activities, tests, assignments, performance tasks, outputs, etc. of all the subjects enrolled. Three, students should observe proper decorum especially during synchronous sessions or live sessions. We don't want to see students half naked and maybe someone coming in your classroom half naked or maybe naked. So we don't want that. So proper decorum is required. And of course, to observe proper etiquettes. So like putting off the mic or putting on your video most of the time. Yes, that's proper etiquette. And on assessment, during these trying times, or this better normal, summative assessments as assessment of learning will be mostly performance-based or outcomes-based, as cheating will be inevitable during online exams at the comfort of your home. Students, I know this, cheating will be inevitable. However, tests will also be administered online, but mostly it will be performance-based or outcomes-based. These assessments must also be suited to DepEd's categories for grading, namely written work, performance task, and quarterly assessment, at the discretion of the teacher. Because as I've mentioned, it's performance-based or outcomes-based. So the teacher will determine whether the work is for written work, or the work is for performance task, or the work is for quarterly assessment. So it's at the discretion of the teacher. Of course, formative assessment will always be present for feedbacking purposes to the learners as an assessment for learning. Assessment for learning. Because if students do not know the assessment given, that gives the teacher an idea that he or she needs to do something about that. And an assessment as learning, meaning if the students know already the assessment, that means it gives the teacher an idea to proceed with the next lesson or the next topic. That's why it's very important. Formative assessment is always present, whether online classes or face-to-face classical classes. So as I've mentioned earlier, these are the components of grading from DepEd. So written work, performance tasks, quarterly assessments. So for core subjects, we have written work 25%, performance task 50%, quarterly assessment 25%. For academic track, all other subjects, this means applied and specialized subjects, written work is 25%, 45% for performance task, 30% for quarterly assessment. And for work immersion, or research capstone, or business enterprise simulation, or exhibit performance, these are the components and the weight of the components. For arts and design, because we do not have tech, voc, and sports, for arts and design, this is true for specialized subjects and for exhibition, exhibit, or performance. It's 20, 60, and 20%. So I hope that's clear. That's for grading. This is how we grade our senior high school students. So here are the specialized subjects. Again, specialized subjects for academic track. For accountancy, business, and management, or ABM strand, these are the specialized subjects. Take note, students and parents, take notes of these specialized subjects. That's for ABM strand. The other strand do not take these subjects. For humanities and social sciences strand, or HUMS or HUMS, whatever you call it, these are the specialized subjects. Again, it's different from the ABM strand. Very different. For STEAM strand, these are the specialized subjects. So it's math or calculus, and then the sciences mostly, STEAM strand. Most of you are STEAM, right? So take note again that these specialized subjects are very different from the previous two strands. Okay. For arts and design track, these are the specialized subjects. Again, if you recall the components, the weights of these components, the categories, we have 20, 60, 20, remember? Written work 20%, performance task 60%, and quarterly assessment 20%. So for the work immersion for arts and design, either it's exhibit for the arts or production, performing arts production. That's what they will do at the end. On attendance, this is pre-COVID times, like our normal before. So this is from DepEd. So let me skip this just to let you know that these are from DepEd order. So we have this, and just to let you know, a learner who incurs absences of more than 20%, that's about 7 or 8 absences, should be given a failing grade. So we are not strict about that now because this is the better normal. So let's now have what attendance for this better normal. So on attendance, students, take note, attendance will be checked through the attendance feature of MySol platform. Remember MySol? This is the official learning delivery system of Silliman University. And there's a feature there that says attendance. So all you need to do is click on that to be counted automatically, meaning you are present. Okay? But there is a little modification of this like this. During synchronous or live classes, which is scheduled in advance, because you need to know, because it should be scheduled in advance, because we are considering the connectivity of internet in the country. So that means you can prepare yourselves to be present on a live discussion. So it should be scheduled in advance. And live sessions will last a maximum of 45 minutes. Again, this is considering connectivity. So during live sessions, attendance is a must. So you need to again click on attendance. And of course, it's obvious because you will be seen through your video or your interaction with a teacher. But during asynchronous classes, meaning not live, still, students need to check in online through, again, attendance feature. Remember, our teachers are on standby to check if you are logged in and answer your queries through chat, if any. Okay? Students, that's on attendance. And if for any reason you cannot log in, brown out, for example, of course, you cannot log in. Our teachers are just a chat away or text away for your explanation. Why have you not logged in? Clear? Sige. Here, this is purely from DepEd. So, promotion and retention of students. Requirements. Final grade of at least 75 in all learning areas in a semester. Basically, you pass all subjects. That means you can proceed to the next semester. Okay? If you did not meet expectations in a prerequisite subject, I hope you know what is prerequisite, meaning you cannot proceed to the next subject if you fail in this prerequisite. So this means if you fail in a prerequisite subject, you must pass a remedial class for failed competencies in the subject before being allowed to enroll in the next higher level subject. Example of this, pre-calculus before basic calculus for STEAM students. Okay? Next, if you did not make expectations in any subject or learning area at the end of the semester, meaning if you failed in any subject, 1 or 2, again, you must pass remedial classes for failed competencies in the subject to be allowed to enroll in the next semester. Otherwise, the learner must retake the subjects failed in the succeeding semester. Clear? So if you fail in one subject, you must pass the remedial. If not, you have to retake the subject. We will discuss more about this in the next few slides. If you pass all subjects or learning areas in senior high school, that means grade 11 and grade 12, this is the time you are called a high school graduate. Okay? So, pass all subjects, you will be called a high school graduate. During our time, a high school graduate is simply a graduate of grade 10 now. We call it fourth year high school before. Now, grade 12 graduate, you are called a high school graduate. Grade 10 nowadays, those who complete grade 10 is called grade 10 completers, not graduate. Claro, I hope that helps. Okay, remediation. This is not remedial classes as mentioned here, remedial classes. This is remediation. What is remediation? This is to help you guys in case you need help. Okay? Remediation, this is your chance for students to respectfully approach or communicate with their subject teacher on what needs to be done to pass the subject. Okay? What needs to be done. But the key word here, respectfully. You need to approach or communicate respectfully with the subject teacher. In other words, you negotiate. This is purely an internal arrangement with teachers and the student. So meaning it's a negotiation between student and teacher. But per experience, the negotiation will happen with mothers, lolas, with teachers. Okay? But that's okay. But I'd like to promote that the internal arrangement here should be between teacher and the student, not the lolas, not the mothers, and the teachers. Hope that will be possible. Sige. Remedial class. This is now the remedial class we are talking about earlier. So this is to give chance for students to pass the subject by undergoing classes. The ones earlier, the previous slide, it's remediation, internal arrangement with teacher and student. This time around, it's a class. So you need to pass the subject by undergoing classes. To qualify for this, your final grade should be between 70 to 74. Note, these are failing grades. These are failures, huh? Guys, failures na. But to give you a chance, you have to take remedial classes. Okay? Classes are usually scheduled Wednesdays and Saturdays. Okay? But remember, Wednesdays and Saturdays are reserved for other activities. These are one of the other activities mentioned. Wednesdays and Saturdays, depending on the schedule of the teacher and the student. And it comes with a fee because this will be additional job for the teacher. So the fee is 1,350 per student per subject if there are 5 or more students in that particular subject. Again, it's 1,350 per student. And this is only for 20 hours. 20 hours lang ni. So 1,350. If there are less than 5 in a class, the students should share to pay the amount equivalent to 5 students. So that's 5 students times 1,350, that's about 6 plus. So let's say example lang 6,000. So if there are only 2 of you enrolled, that means you share 3,000 each. Like that. And of course, if 5 or more again, you only have to pay 1,350 each. Okay, that's remedial classes. I hope it's clear the difference between remediation and remedial classes. Again, remediation is simply an internal arrangement between student and teacher. Hopefully, student and teacher, not mother and teacher, not Lola and teacher. Okay? And remedial classes is a 20 hours class for missed competencies. So you will have we call it the most essential competencies to be learned in that remedial class for 1,350. So remedial and remediation, the difference. Sige. If you take the remedial class, you will be given a certificate of recomputed final grade. Certificate of recomputed final grade. Remember, to qualify for remedial class, your grade must be 70 to 74. Remember? The grade 70 to 74, that will appear in your report card. I hope that's clear. The filling grade of 70 to 74, that's the grade that will appear in your report card. If you take remedial class, this will be the grade. Your final grade, 70 to 74, and then your grades are remedial. Take the average of that, and then you have the final grade. So as is, this certificate is as is. What we will do is simply attach this certificate to your report card. We do not change the grade sa report card. Claro? So as much as possible, pass all the subjects. Do not fail them. Okay, it will appear in your report card, June. Clear? This is required, by the way, by DepEd. That's why we will submit this to the division office. So it will be again touch to the report card. It will not be, it will not change the grade in your report card. Clear? Okay, that's good. Okay, for those aspiring for scholarships or honors, in Silliman University, we are very generous. We offer academic scholarship, and to qualify for this is quite easy. We have, last year, we have about more than 200 qualified for this academic scholarship. Simply, no final grade below 85. No final grade below 85. Easy, no? And of course, general average of 90 and above. If you qualify for this, that means you are qualified for the academic scholarship of Silliman University. We will announce, by the way, and I think we will also be doing the evaluation who will qualify. We will call you one by one who will qualify for this. But there are categories of this. I think category A, B, C. Same with the honors, A, B, C, highest honors. Remember that? But yeah, I'm not really sure, but this is how you qualify. It's quite easy. This is so generous of Silliman University. But to qualify for honors is a different matter. If you want to be an honor student, it will be your honor. Why? Because it's quite difficult to qualify. One requirement, no grade below 85 in any quarter. Quarter. First, second, third, fourth quarter. Again, DRE, so academic scholarship, final grade. It's easy to have a final grade of 85. Let's say you have first quarter grade 83, your second quarter 90. Obviously, your final grade is more than 85. So it's easy. But here, to be an honor student, no grade below 85 in any quarter. I hope that's clear for those aspiring for honors. And secondly, final grades like this one. Final grades must be 90 and above. You see, academic scholarship only 85 threshold, but honors must be 90 and above. So it's quite an honor to be an honor. Okay? Yes. And obviously, general average of 90 and above. That's how to be an honor student. To be an academic scholarship, it's quite easy. It's easier than to be an honor. That's for sure. Per DepEd category, this is DepEd. You will be awarded with highest honors if your general average is 98% and above. With high honors, if your general average, this is true for 1 year, 1 year ni siya, first sem and second sem, average. So, 95 to 97, you will be awarded with high honors, with certificate. With honors, if your general average is 90 to 94. Okay? So for those aspiring for honors, take note of our qualifications. And for those who wants to be awarded scholarship, it's quite easy. Just be consistent. Okay? Sige. I will leave that to you guys. Academic probation. Obviously, we have qualifications. So you will be considered on academic probation if your general average is less than 8. In fact, we have accepted students with less than 80 general average from junior high school, and he's now considered on academic probation or OPA because of this. Okay? And of course, failing grades. If you have failing grades in any subject, if you fail to pass a remedial class, if you fail to pass a retake, these are all grounds for academic probation. So, if this decision or if this criterion will not be lifted, if your academic probation will not be lifted after one semester, you will be advised to transfer to another school. You will be advised to transfer to another school. Yes, I hope you can dig that. How to lift, of course. How to lift academic probation? Of course, you pass all your subjects. No failing grades. Pass all your subjects. And not simply pass, but your general average must be 80 and above. I hope that's clear. Yeah. Okay. Behavior. This was before COVID, so absences and tardiness, I think this will not apply for now. Okay, because you simply have to click. No? So, cutting classes, we will see if this will apply. Of course, your misconduct and misdemeanor, it will be seen by your teachers. Let's see if we can detect this online. But let me just emphasize this. Bullying. There's bullying online, verbal, and physical. And we can detect this online. Beware lang guys, ha? Beware, ani. We have a law of anti-bullying, remember? And of course, plagiarism, very serious offense. Plagiarism. I don't know if you have heard of PlagScan. There's an app now, PlagScan. You simply scan and you know if your work is plagiarized or not. So beware na lang daan. Violation of the dress code. This may apply depending on the situation, but as I have mentioned earlier, half naked or naked, it's up to you, but yeah, it's for your for your own humiliation. That's for you. But we don't have a dress code. In fact, we don't have uniforms in Silliman University. Even before COVID, no uniforms. But at least you will be presentable. That's all we ask. Be presentable lang. And maybe part of this, maybe kaligo pod. Yeah, joke. Yeah, this one is serious. Shifting strands. I don't advise this really, but if you want to know how to shift, you have to do this. Parents, please take note if you are to shift strands. Letter of intent addressed to the principal, citing reasons. Shifting form, parents, guidance counselor, and principal. And then you ask permission to shift from the principal, written. Okay. These are all done para lisod-lisod, no? This is to avoid shifting. So as much as possible, by now, you have decided that this is your strand. Mauna na siya. No shifting na. Why? Because as mentioned earlier, if you notice earlier, katong specialized subjects sa sciences and the ABM, they are two different. So if you shift, for example, from STEAM to ABM, you will miss several subjects na. and that will lead you, that will be the grounds for you to be delayed. Your graduation will be delayed because you have to catch up. So example from ABM, you are to go to STEAM. That means you have to take pre-calculus again. You have to take pre-calculus and then basic calculus, which was not in the ABM strand. So it will delay your graduation. So I am discouraging shifting of strands. But if you insist, by all means, I am more than willing. Silliman is more than willing to keep you here. It's up to you. But I'm discouraging this. Sige? Okay, I hope we understand each other. Sige. Graduation requirements. Yes, of course, clearance in all subjects. Before COVID, because physical interaction, physical classroom setting. This is true because some science subjects, laboratories, maybe you have broken some equipments there or you have lost something, you need clearance for that. So now, I think this will not be applicable anymore. But this one is, you must pass all subjects. That's pretty clear in order to graduate. And this one still applies. You have to process university clearance online. This can be online. This can be face-to-face if warranted next year. Okay. And of course, if graduation will be allowed next year, so here, attendance in all rehearsals and other required activities. If you miss this, you will not be able to graduate. Again, only if it's allowed to have graduation ceremonies next year. Here's an appeal, our appeal, Senior High School appeal. Silliman University Senior High School appeal to all parents and guardians. Parents and guardians, please, this is our appeal. For questions, concerns regarding your child's academic performance or behavior maybe, parents are requested to ask first your child what happened. This is the first thing. But as a parent myself, I see this as not satisfactory because sometimes we do not believe our kids. Okay? But this is the first step. If you are not satisfied, please communicate respectfully with the concerned subject teacher. Your child knows this. If you want to know, we are emailing na lang all the schedule of the student and the concerned teacher if needed. Still, if not satisfied with the subject teacher, you may inquire from your child's advisor. Every section in senior high school has an assigned teacher advisor. So you can ask. Okay? Before elevating the matter to the office or the principal or to the higher ups, because per experience, complaints are elevated already to the VPA without us knowing, or to the president without us knowing. So I hope this appeal will be granted to all parents, I hope, and pray for that. Thank you, parents and guardians, if you accept my appeal. Thank you. Okay. Yes. So there should have been an open forum if this is live or if this is face-to-face in the gymnasium. You can ask questions. But since this is online, recorded. If you have questions, clarifications regarding what we have mentioned here, please feel free to chat from your student's account sa My Silliman account to the advisors. All your questions and queries to the advisors. The advisors, if they are not familiar with the question or the problem at hand, they will relay it to us sa office for answers. Okay, so leave the questions through chat or maybe email to your advisors, your students' advisors. Okay? So I guess thank you all for coming, or thank you for listening. Please, please, please keep safe always. God bless all of us. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Sir Kilat. So, Edison, let me ask you a question. Are you ready to meet your faculty and staff of the Senior High School Department? Because I'm so excited.
I'm excited too. Now, parents and guardians, please help me welcome the Silliman Senior High School faculty and staff.
Wow. You know, Edison, it's really amazing to see these people help the parents, especially the students, in recognizing their talents and abilities to grow to their full potential.
You're right about that, Enrica. But we also need people to help the students communicate and raise concerns. These people are the Student Council.
All right. Thank you for reminding me. How about we introduce them to our viewers? I'm excited to meet these people.
And now, without further ado, let us welcome the Suleiman University Senior High School Student Council for the school year 2020-2021.
Hello everyone, my name is Enrica Dinopol and I am your Senior High School Student Council Governor.
Hi there, I am Zipporah Simcapa, your Internal Vice Governor.
My name is Vanderlans Velas and I am this school year's External Vice Governor.
I am Candice Ired, this school year Student Council Secretary.
Hi everyone, my name is Helen Joy Baharano. I am the Assistant Secretary of Suleiman University Senior High School Student Council of school year 2020 to 2021.
Hi everyone, I am Luis Reyes, this school year's Council Treasurer.
Hey everyone, I'm Rigo Kirit and I'm your Assistant Treasurer.
Hi, I'm Camille Don Rivera, this school year's PRO.
Hi, I am Francis Roy Albina, your STEAM Mayor for school year 2020 to 2021.
Hi, I'm Jermel Patenio, your STEAM Vice Mayor for school year 2020-2021.
My name is Barbie Liza, your STEAM Vice Mayor for school year 2020-2021.
Hi, I'm Michaela Maxine C., your STEAM Treasurer for the school year 2020-2021.
Hello, I am Andrew May Boycelia and I am your Humes and Arts and Design Mayor.
And I am Kurt Vigil M. Yap, your Humes and Arts and Design Vice Mayor.
And I am Cindy Eliza Marie Vast, your Humes and Arts and Design Treasurer.
Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie M. Dominisa and I am your ABM Mayor.
Hi, my name is John Edison Citabil. I am the ABM Vice Mayor for the school year 2020-2021.
Hi, my name is Maria Carissa Cassandra Almavia, your ABM Treasurer for this school year.
Now that we've come to the end, we would like to say thank you for watching and participating in this orientation.
We want you to know that the entire Suleiman University community is here to support, sustain, and encourage your children as they commit to studying at Suleiman University.
We could not be more privileged to welcome you into this vibrant learning community. It is you who makes us what we are, and we look forward to getting to know the exceptional young people you have raised, and to help provide an array of opportunities for them to learn, grow, and discover who they are and how they want to make a difference in the world.
We speak for the entire faculty, staff, and student community of Suleiman University in saying we are so happy you have made the decision to join us.
Once again,
welcome and thank you for choosing Suleiman University.